Hello you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube. I am super excited for today's video. You guys probably already know what this is about. Make sure you like and subscribe. I would literally love the love and support from this because this is definitely stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, if you thought making my fitness account was stepping out of my comfort zone, this was the next step after that. Let's just start with that. Another disclaimer, I have nothing against Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I love coffee. I love my coworkers. I love my manager. Nothing against Starbucks. Starbucks was my second job. My first job was at the UPS store, and I have been working there since I was 15. So I always had customer service experience, especially at a young age. So I decided to apply for Starbucks solely for the reason to do ASU online. And if you don't know, Starbucks pays for ASU online, which is awesome. They pay full tuition. That was my main reason for applying to Starbucks. It was also my first interview, so at my old job at the UPS store, I didn't have to interview because it was a family business. We all knew each other, and my mom used to be the manager. I did work with my mom, which is so cool. So Starbucks was my first interview. I was scared out of my mind, literally scared. I have never been in an interview. I thought that I completely bombed it, but somehow by the grace of God, the manager loved me and I got the job. Working there was definitely overwhelming the first few months because there is just so much to learn. You have to learn all the drinks for the recipes, food safety, how long the shots are supposed to be queued for, how long to steam milk, the cleaning procedures. Starbucks is a very clean place, by the way. Just from working there, like, we clean like crazy, so people like us and our customers don't get sick. It probably took me like, I'd say like a few months, like 3 months, to learn all the drink recipes until I was able to start barring, which barring means you start making drinks and handing them off to customers or putting them in the drive-thru. It was kind of restricting in a sense. Yes, we can wear our own clothes, but it has to be within a certain color scale. So like, you can wear black, white, gray, you can wear flannels. You are now allowed to have piercings, which they used to have like a certain number of piercings that you could have. You could have tattoos showing, which is awesome. I loved that. I don't personally have any tattoos showing. Mine are all on my ribs, but I thought that it was so nice because, like, if I wanted to get a tattoo on my wrist or on my arm, I could do that because Starbucks wouldn't fire me. It wasn't restricting like within that kind of area, but it was kind of restricting. Like, I follow the Macro Barista on Instagram. If you don't follow him, oh my God, you need to follow him because he has the healthiest Starbucks drink options. He's a barista at Starbucks, and he posts all of the healthy recipes, which is amazing. At our store, we had so many people coming in like, hey, do you have like a macro-friendly drink? Do you have a low-carb keto drink? And we're like, no, but you can go look at the Macro Barista. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to promote the healthy drinks. You can't do that. If you want to promote something, you have to talk to somebody higher up, but baristas, we can't talk to somebody higher up. Couldn't even like address the idea of promoting a certain drink or a healthier alternative. Tips. We definitely don't get paid enough at Starbucks. Our tips are horrible. It's split up between everybody who was working and how many hours you worked that week, and people don't really tip at all. So we honestly really don't really make any money from tips at all. We probably make like an extra 20 bucks, which is nice because that pays for my gas every week, but the tips definitely aren't good. If you worked like at a little coffee stand, you would definitely make 5 to 10 times more in tips than working at Starbucks. We did have good benefits like the ASU. We have health, dental, insurance. We can now take sick time, so time off if we are sick and get paid for it. We used to not be able to do that. One thing that made me really mad about working is that if you are sick, you are still required to come in, which is completely against health code regulation. If you are sick, you should not be coming into work because you are handling food and you are making people's drinks. I have been really sick and it literally gave me anxiety to call into work because everybody would be mad. Everybody there showed up when they were sick, which kudos to them. You were pushing through it. You are not wanting to take time off of work even when you're sick, but it also kind of like puts others at risk for getting sick, and nobody likes to get sick. So I always got anxiety when I called out of work. I probably called out like 3 or 4 times within like the year and a half that I worked there because I have been so scared. So I worked at probably one of the busiest Starbuckses in our area, and it was right next to the freeway entrance and where you got off the freeway. So we just got a variety of customers, not just our regulars, but like we got everybody. We got people working the night shift, we got people working the morning shift, graveyards, the whole 9 yards. Some of them were not so pleasant. It honestly made me sad at how some of the people treat their baristas. Like, I'm sorry, but if we are making your drink and we are trying to make your day better by this cup of coffee, then like please do not yell at us. I mean, it's really not our fault if you are late to work. You chose to come here. We didn't make you come here. I'm sorry, like if you were complaining about the wait time, like that's all on you and the people in front of you. Like that is not in any of our control. It was getting really tiring of showing up to work where I did not feel respected at all. I had people yelling at me literally 24/7. It's definitely hard to be nice to those types of customers because it honestly just gets to you. You get to that point where like, hey, I'm an actual person. Can you please treat me with respect? And especially like with the rude customers, at first it was okay. I didn't let it get to me, and then it was just repetitive and I honestly don't want to keep showing up to work if I'm just going to be disrespected. And it kind of just made me more irritable about going to work. It made me hate my job. We were critiqued too much by our district managers. If we didn't do one little thing that they asked, it was the end of the world. Another thing was Quaza. Quaza comes whenever they please. They don't warn you, and Quaza is basically just like the health code regulations, checking to make sure everything is clean. Sometimes when we're so busy and there's like 100 people in the store and we are swamped, we really don't have time to make sure everything is clean. Yeah, we will make sure everything is clean once it starts to slow down. I kind of felt like I was not valued as much at Starbucks. Most of the time my manager wasn't really there, so she didn't really get to see how much I have grown and how much I have learned. Every time she was there, she always had to critique me on something. There was some drama going on because most of our coworkers are girls. When you work with girls, there is bound to be drama. I was never in it. I didn't really want to be. I didn't really care for it. I'm just here for work and to get paid, and then I go home and live my life. My biggest reason for leaving Starbucks was the coaching opportunity that I decided to take on. So I started coaching 6 months ago. I didn't really think that it was going to take me anywhere. I didn't really think that I would be able to make an income from it, and I did. So I was finally able to quit Starbucks. I was finally able to have a job and make an income from doing something that I am extremely passionate about, helping others and helping myself along the way. The thing is, it's not tearing me down, it's building me up. My mental, my physical, and emotional strength have all came from this coaching opportunity. Starbucks did not give me that sense of happiness. So it came to a point where like I would rather follow my passion and follow my heart instead of working a job where I don't completely 100% love. So I am so happy that I quit Starbucks. I am so happy that I decided to start coaching instead because it honestly brings me so much joy. Another thing, coaching challenges me daily. Starbucks, yeah, it challenged me daily with the rude customers and with the way that I was treated, but so that is it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this and talking about this. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.